Touch HD.
Boom, boom, brothers, this is the consultant reporting live for something new, Touch HD. It's called Career Corner, when we are enlightening the young world about the different kinds of careers they can have out there in the real world. With my main man, Baba, please just introduce yourself to the camera first and just tell us what you do.
Hi everyone, my name is Thembelani.
Yes.
I'm from Eskawini. I work at Optimum Solutions as an application training engineer.
Okay, first, what is an application? What applicant? What?
Application training engineer.
Okay, what is an application training engineer?
Basically, what I do, I train people how to use our applications. I'm also involved in technical sales. I'm involved also in the content development, and also I present proof of concept to clients.
Okay, whoa. Bring up over. What concepts? What are you talking about? Just make it in plain English.
Well, the company is involved in data analytics and model-based design solutions. So,
Which is?
data analytics, basically, it involves analyzing data.
Okay, for what? Like just one example.
For an example, in the banks, you want to analyze, let's say, how many people took loans, and then how many of those people have paid up their loans and so forth. So you analyze, and then you check if the people who still have their loans.
Yes.
When are they going to pay? You can actually, so you can basically predict. You can create predictive models that can tell you, okay, this person is likely to pay up the loan, or this person might default, and so forth.
Okay, cool. So basically, that's what you do and help your company to do it.
Yes, but mainly because I'm a training. I'm involved in training. So yeah, so like we do have people like that are specifically for that.
Okay.
So like I assist whenever I have time, but my baby is training.
It's training. Okay, so tell me something. How long did it take you basically for you to get from high school to where you are right now? And what did you have to go through and study for that?
Yeah, man. It took me quite some time, hey, because
Fail.
not.
Failing in life. Failing is the lesson, okay?
Yeah, and like failing doesn't necessarily mean it's okay. It's over. You're
It's
done.
just a turn that you take in life.
It simply means that get up and try to work harder or try to work smarter. You understand? Okay. So it took me some time because after matriculation, I got a bursary to study at Vets. Mm-hmm. I didn't do well, so I got excluded. Okay. And then I got another chance to go back to varsity. I went to UJ. Okay. I studied there for like a year. Okay. I studied mechanical engineering. I did very well in my first year, but second year I kind of job caught up with me. So.
Okay, wait. How old were you at this time?
That was in 2005 and 6.
How old were you? That's not your year.
I can't recall. How old was I?
How old are you right now? How old are you right now?
I'm 32.
Wow, so young. Okay, cool, fine. Old young man with a beard.
Yeah.
So you did your UJ thing, it didn't work out, and then what happened?
Then I went back to KZN.
Okay.
I was actually looking for a job with my matric results.
Oh, okay.
Lucky enough, there was a family friend, who knew somebody from Unizulu, University of Zululand. Oh, okay. And then, good thing, the head of department of the University of Zululand saw my matric results, and they're very impressed. They were willing to give me a bursary. Okay. So what happened?
Bring up over. He said they saw his matric results, meaning he had to do well in school. And you're realizing that you've spoken about bursaries, right?
Yes.
And you didn't pay for you to go to varsity.
No, please know that throughout that process, the only money that I'd request or I'd ask from my parents is transport money to get.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everything it was basically taking off bursaries.
Yes.
Because you had to make sure with your matric results, first of all, they are on point, right?
Yeah. So like when I got to Unizulu, which is University of Zululand, Ongoye. Yeah. Yeah, that's when I got a merit bursary, which took me from my first year till my final year. Okay. I was studying BSc Physics and Electronics, and I graduated.
What did you study?
Physics and Electronics.
Okay, in University of Zululand.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, I went to, I got another bursary to go study at UCT, honors industrial physics, which was in 2010 and 2011. But then also that the first year went very well, but second year, also I got caught up in the hype because I'm also involved in music production.
I'm a rapper,
Yeah, like you have to understand that sometimes, you never stop trying things, but then it's a matter of like being able to focus on one thing as Katsa, you understand? Okay. So what happened to me is that I was very much involved in hip hop at UCT.
Okay.
So I was part of the UCT Hip Hop Club, and we're hosting events every now and then, recording the club's mixtapes. So I mean, studies kind of lagged behind. I didn't do that well. I think I missed my honors by 2%.
Oh, so you end up not getting your honors.
I ended up not getting my honors, and then after that, that was in 2010 and 2011. In 2012, I came back, went to Pretoria. I got an internship at NMISA.
What's that? Just
An internship is basically where.
we know what
NMISA is National Institute. Okay, wait.
Wow.
National Institute of Metrology. Yes.
Okay, what is that?
NMISA and.
Like, what do they do?
They basically do instrument calibrations. They do research, and they basically keep the standards, measurement standards in South Africa, just like your SABS.
Oh, okay.
Well, not basically the same, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you did that. You're working in this company now. So how long were you there, and then to where you are right now? How long did you stay in that company? What did you learn from that company, and whatnot?
Well, I stayed there for like a year. And then after that, I got an opportunity to go to UJ and study. There was this program called MZNet program that actually they were recruiting young graduates who were interested in nuclear management studies.
Okay.
So I got into that program. I did it from 2013 up until 2014. In 2014, I got registered for my master's in nuclear energy studies, which I'm currently busy with.
Okay.
Yeah, currently I'm busy finalizing my thesis in nuclear energy studies.
So eventually you got your honors.
Eventually, yes, I'd say I got my honors. Hence, I managed to get through to, because I mean, like with the MZA program, it's an inclusive program. Okay. So you don't really graduate and say like, okay, you have your honors, but you kind of get accreditation to do your masters. So that's how I got into the master's program.
Okay.
And then after that, then while I was busy with my masters, I then got a job at TUT to lecture first year physics students, which I did it for I think a year.
And that you were like in your late 20s.
Yeah, in my late 20s, and then after that. What happened then? I was just, when you have a job and it's not guaranteed really. So I kept on applying, and then my sister sent me this link to apply for this job that I'm currently in. So and then I applied online, and then they called me for an interview, and then the rest is history.
Then you're here now.
Now I'm here.
Also, basically, and you are a scientist. I can call you a scientist.
You can call me a scientist, but I still need to get my master's.
Oh, okay. You're still working on your master's, yeah. But you're working. But the whole purpose of this whole talk and this whole interview, to a person who's watching who doesn't understand, why does Ratata? No, this is to educate the young world. People who want to go out, who don't have a clue. Like maybe you're getting an A in schools, but you're not applying for bursaries. And maybe you're in varsity, probably doing the wrong course, and this is the thing you wanted to do, or you want to switch up courses. Anything is possible if you put your mind into it and you apply yourself and you just give it your all. You can't be having excuses and telling people that basically, no, at home we don't have money. No, like if you really apply yourself in anything that you want to do, you can achieve it, because there are ways of achieving certain things. We're going to have to cut this thing called our this episode of Career Corner short, because we don't want to bore people or not. But basically just believe in yourself and keep on doing what you need to do to get where you need to go. Anything else you want to add before you go?
I'd like to, just to everybody who's doing whatever they're doing, it's very important that when you do, in whatever you do, keep your focus. Just focus on that one thing. Try to make sure that you get it done. And once you're done, then you can look at other things. Because, trust me, sometimes it gets tricky when you have
10 things that you're doing at the same time. Hence him studying his honors and him becoming a rapper and being a producer.
Yeah, well, that didn't work out that well. So.
Oh, okay.
But I still won the producer competition at Back to the City. So
well, at least now he was working then again.
Yeah, you gotta be smart about things.
Yeah. Okay, cool. No, thank you, Mr. Gina. Thank you for having us today. Hopefully, somebody who's watching this thing learned something today. This shout out to Touch HD and Career Corner before we go. New episode of Career Corner. Just say Ratata, Touch HD, Ratata.
Ratata, Touch HD, Ratata.
Ratata, Career Corner, Ratata.
Ratata, Career Corner, Ratata.
This is the consultant reporting live for Touch HD with Mr. Gina. Cuts. We out.
Touch HD.